We're here going to talk about our second Pinot Noir, the 2009 Pinot Noir. We live in an area, Southern California, that is definitely not known for Pinot Noir. But our vineyards are in Duluth, which has a fabulous microclimate and has turned out to be a great microclimate for Pinot. And last year, our 08 Pinot did very well in all the competitions and surprisingly surprised just about everybody. In fact, one of the Malibu Times said that our Pinot winning was the bottle shock moment for Temecula.
Absolutely, and I think it was.
So this is our second year. The vines are more mature, and I think that the maturity has manifested itself in the wine. What do you think, Patrick?
Oh, I agree. You know, okay, for those of you who've seen these little podcasts, video casts that I've done with Marlene over the years, know that I love that old world style with the French, and this wine is so Burgundian. It's the nose, like you can talk about wine and like having a fruit expression or having an earth expression, and they're both equally high in merit. And this one to me has that classic French earth expression. The fruit's there, beautiful cherries, nice spice, but you smell this and you can smell that kind of wet earth, that foggy kind of thing where the Pinot Noirs love to grow, which is what your blend is. It's like
that's
you have a little, really, people, for those of you who watch this, if you've not been to the Woodworth Estate, you must. It's a must. So this is classic Pinot.
Well, those of us who know and love you know that you're a fabulous cook and chef, and
thank you.
That you have started a terrific blog where you're pairing wines and creating recipes for these wines, and you have something special for this Pinot.
Oh, I do. When you so kindly gave me a bottle to taste and play with, I did it, and I have a recipe for this. I'm so excited to put together for you to share with your newsletter. And it's what I call a deconstructed duck ravioli.
Ooh.
So what I did was I actually made my pasta from scratch, but you can buy sheets of pasta already made, so that's not a big deal. And I didn't make raviolis that are sealed that you boil and then sauce.
Yeah.
I actually took the sheet, put it flat on a plate, took my seared duck and sliced it with some goat cheese, and then added some sautéed mushrooms with some herbs and some shallots, and then did actually a port reduction.
Oh.
Which was reduced down to a glaze.
And
I would use a port on this rather than, I mean, you could use the wine, which would be fun, but I like the sweetness of the port.
Yeah.
So I really liked what that did, and then I finished it with some arugula, and then you fold the pasta on top of it, so it creates like this stack.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It tasted so wonderful, and it was just like divine with this wine.
Well, I can hardly wait to see that on your blog.
I know, I'm going to get it done.
And so that we can have the pictures, and we'll post that.
It's a festive meal.
Well, to finish up here, you know, we have a lot of fans of our 2008 Pinot.
Oh, you do.
And we're just about sold out. So how would you differentiate the 09 Pinot from the 08 Pinot?
Well, you know, it's like the 08 was the first year, young vineyard, beautiful wine. So the 09 has just brought more maturity. The fruit's a little bit more mature, the vine's a little bit older, and I think you've just got even just a tad bit more structured, but the same profile. I mean, I think if you were to do a blind tasting and you had Pinot tasters,
right,
nobody is going to not guess this is a classic Pinot.
Huh.
And it's got that nice, dark, rich, and it's a mid-weight wine, they always are, but within that, well, they're not always, but a good Pinot is, in my opinion. Within that context, this is a very structured wine, and it's more structured slightly than last year.
Thank you. Talk to you later, Patrick.
Thanks.